Brand thought he'd heard a squeal coming from inside the dress shop. He wasn't sure, but Sam was tough. She could handle the seamstress woman just fine. His girls were only half a block away, sitting in his wagon outside the general store, so he kept walking. He could see them crouched in the back, peeking over the wagon box. Yep, they were embarrassed too. Only they were too young still to be openly defiant like Sam. She'd be 16 in a couple of months. He reached them and said, "I'm getting dresses made for you, but you're going to have to—" The end of his short speech was lost in the excited leaping. He muttered, "Earn them." "Dresses, Pa?" Cassie, Cassandra that is, leapt over the side of the wagon and ran in the direction he'd come from. Cassandra was the most comfortable in her trousers. His tomboy. His buddy. 13 years old, so maybe she hadn't yet taken to womanly notions. "Yep, dress shop down there. I left Sam inside." He pointed, and then had to hustle to keep up. So, maybe a few womanly notions. Cass wanted the dress. He walked with Mickey, holding the girl's hand. He didn't want her running off ahead of him. He saw Cass open the door to the dress shop, and then she was gone inside with a slam. "Can we afford new dresses, Pa?" Mickey asked. "I don't need one if it's too costly." He squeezed his littlest girl's hand. 7 years old. Blonde like her ma, instead of dark-haired like him and her sisters. He noticed her hair had gotten a little long, and he had no notion of what to do with long hair. Time for a trim for everyone. Mickey was a quieter soul than the other two, and a worrier. He didn't like knowing he'd loaded his money worries on the girls. He needed to do better. He'd failed his girls without Pamela to take care of them. He missed her as if he'd had his arm cut off, the pain part and the clumsiness part.